Hi, my name is Tony Giordano. I'm a fitness trainer at Jay's Next Level Fitness. My passion is for athletes, getting athletes to another level. I work with all kinds of different athletes, football players, basketball players, baseball players, lacrosse players. And my passion is to get these players to another level, from junior high to high school up to the collegiate level and from there on.
Hey, my name is Andrew, and this is my story. I started playing football my freshman year of high school. My parents actually wouldn't let me play football before then, so obviously I played other sports like basketball, soccer, baseball. Then I pretty much developed football, developed a love for it throughout my years in high school playing it. And obviously I wanted to be the best while I was playing high school, and I wanted to get to the next level, which was college obviously. So I figured I need to get better, stronger, faster, and I went to Tony and Jay to help me accomplish those goals.
I first met Andrew Robinson when he was a sophomore in his off-season from football. Him and his dad came into the gym, and they were really looking for direction to take Andrew's game to another level. They had no idea about nutrition or sports training. Andrew needed to get faster, bigger, stronger. And they came to us, they came to me actually at Jay's Next Level Fitness. They were looking for direction, and I provided a plan for them.
Coming into Tony, I really didn't know what to expect because I never trained with an actual trainer before or even been around a weight room too much. So it was kind of an eye-opening experience. It was very humbling just by the fact that I knew I had to get better and I had to get a lot better. But it was also very comforting and exciting because Tony and Jay both had real positive attitudes going into it, and they were both very excited, which obviously rubbed off on me.
When Andrew first came to us, just like any other athlete, the first thing we do is we do an assessment, a physical assessment on the athlete. And basically what that does, it gives us a blueprint of what we need to address with the athlete. With Andrew, it was a number of things. We actually tested his strength on the bench press, his vertical leap, his 40-yard dash. We did a nutritional assessment with him. I took his body fat percentage and actually a range of motion assessment to see how flexible he was. And also we tested for muscle imbalances. And from that, we were able to construct a program that actually focused on those areas where Andrew needed help.
When I first started with Jay and Tony, my eating habits were pretty poor at best.
What we do with an athlete, we actually make their physical fitness routine specific, but also, of course, we make their nutrition specific as well. When the athlete comes into us, we provide an education for the athlete. We speak to them about why it's important to feed your body the right types of foods. Andrew came into us running a 5.240, and we knew that that was not going to get him a scholarship anywhere. It's not fast enough to be running a 5.2 in a big-time Division I college football program. So we knew we needed to work on Andrew's speed and his agility. So what we did is I took him out specifically to the track. I showed Andrew the proper running technique, how to line up for a 40-yard dash, how to move his arms, his stride. I broke the whole 40-yard dash from the line set up to the finish. And we actually improved Andrew's time to a 4.6.740.
When I first started out doing the field work with Tony, we started doing a lot of agility drills to get my feet quicker, and obviously a lot of sprints, which translates well over to the sport of football because you're doing a lot of sprinting and a lot of agility work while you're playing the game. So obviously practicing the agility and speed work in the off season translates to more production and better playing time on the field.
We use different types of techniques to improve Andrew's 40-yard dash. One thing that's very important in a 40-yard dash is the first 10 yards. Anybody who runs a good 10 yards runs a good 40. So we knew we had to get Andrew really explosive off the blocks. And what we did to accomplish that is I actually had Andrew do sled pulls for 10 yards. Sled pulls, it's where you use weights on a sled with a harness, and you start off with a real explosive start. This is what builds explosiveness. Explosiveness is going to build power, and power is going to build speed, and it's going to lower your 40-yard dash. Obviously, strength training is very important for athletes for a number of reasons. Probably the biggest and foremost out front is injury prevention. Injuries, especially in high school athletes, is no secret. They're going up exponentially. So what strength training does with an athlete, especially with Andrew and all other athletes that we work with, It actually makes the athlete stronger, gives them a stronger core, strengthens their joints up, their ligaments and their tendons. So they're able to go out not only to perform, but also perform safely and actually avoid injury. So it's a must that the athlete puts in hours in the gym, but not just a general fitness program, a program that specifically addresses the athlete. Again, the weaknesses. Where is the athlete weak? The core, the lower back, the legs, the upper body. And all these things have to be addressed. And once they're addressed, a proper routine has to be structured to focus on these issues, so the athlete performs well on the field, so the athlete has speed, power, strength.
When I first started lifting with Tony, I had very little experience in the weight room, if any at all. And when I first started with Tony, I was 6'2", 190 pounds at about 16% body fat, and I could bench approximately 175 pounds. And now I'm entering my third year with Tony, and I'm 6'3", 225 pounds at 7% body fat, and now I can bench about 240. And another exercise I didn't even know how to do was a deadlift, and now I'm deadlifting about 435 pounds. So I have a large improvement as far as knowledge and performance in the weight room once I got going with Tony.
Andrew Robinson brought a lot to the table as a quarterback, and you know, Calvert Hall plays in the top conference in the MIAA. MIAA conference is arguably the best conference in the state, so Andrew needed a lot of qualities to be our quarterback. He had some leadership qualities, he could throw the ball a little bit, but there's some things he really recognized he had to work on, and his ability to run was one of the things that had the biggest gain, and he really was just an average athlete running wise, and when he started working out with his personal trainers, he became just a faster, more polished athlete.
At the Penn State Combines, there were a number of Division I schools present, over 20 colleges, easy. After Andrew did so well, he was noticed. A lot of colleges were there, and Andrew had offers from Michigan, Syracuse, Virginia, Connecticut. Finally, Andrew decided on Syracuse. He thought that would be the best fit for his style of play. He's a drop back quarterback. He's a pro set quarterback. That's the style of offense they run there. So he chose Syracuse.
I performed very well up there. I put up some of my best numbers that I've ever put up, which is a direct result of the training regimen that Tony put me through. Starting in the off season of my junior year up until April, which was when the combine was, and that got me a whole lot of attention from a lot of Division I coaches after that.
If you're a coach, mom or dad, athlete, anyone serious about taking their game to another level, I strongly suggest that you get some kind of formal training from an athletic trainer, someone who knows what they're doing with sport-specific training, because I tell you, just to go out and wing it is not going to get it done. You need a structured program specifically detailed for each athlete, so that athlete can go out and be his or her best. If not, you're not going to be at your best, and your performance will show.
I would highly recommend Tony and any of the trainers at Jay's Next Level Fitness to train any athlete who wants to excel on the next level, whether it be Division 1A college or Division 3 college, whichever level you're trying to aspire to, because they have the knowledge, experience, and dedication that you need to get you to the next level.